What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Shipped Across the Border. I'm Max. I'm here with my teammate Chris, and today for episode 8, we have on the grandfather of the Medaille men's basketball team, Big O, Oscar Wolter.
We're live. Welcome back to Shipped Across the Border.
All right. So, Oscar, this is our first non-North American guest. Oscar is from Munich, Germany. Somehow, some way, found himself in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, I'm really interested in this.
Playing basketball for Medaille.
Fuck, you got here for so long.
Yeah, so talk a little bit about where you're from. Talk a little bit about Germany, the basketball scene there. I know that you're old as hell. You're like, what, 23, 24?
47.
23.
You have a wife and kids back home in Germany.
Not yet.
So what did you do? Like, did you play college basketball in Germany? Or like, talk a little bit about the basketball scene in Germany.
In Germany, there's no basketball related to school. Everything is outside of school. So you got to go to a club. So I was in a club since, I think I started basketball when I was 14.
Okay. That's pretty late.
It's quite late.
I started in a club. Didn't really play high until I really didn't take basketball serious until I graduated high school. When I graduated high school, that's when I took it serious, and that's when I started practicing 5 times a week. And
Like by yourself or with the team?
No, with the team, with different teams basically.
Yeah, okay.
So that was allowed because I was a youth player, so I could basically practice on different teams and play for different teams too. Yeah, I went to college in Munich, but there's no like, I think there was a basketball team, but they don't practice.
Is it
really.
a club?
Yeah, it's just
So
like,
were you still playing basketball while you were in college?
yeah. I was in a club
For a club team.
Yeah, for a club.
There's club teams for like, because you graduated, how old were you, like 21, 22?
Yeah, I graduated. What do you mean, high school? Or?
No, university, because you have a degree, no?
Oh yeah, I graduated.
High school. This guy's- We don't need to go that far back.
I graduated last year actually because I wasn't finished with my degree when I came here.
Oh, really?
I had I think I needed like 1 credit, so
Did
I
you
did
get it
Online?
Yeah,
Jinx.
But mine think like,
that's what I did.
Wait, so how do you work up the ranks? Like, do you have to go straight from club ball to like a pro team? Like, how do you get up? That's exactly what you do? Like
That's
some Luka
what I do,
Doncic
yeah.
stuff? You have to go straight into pro ball. Holy fuck.
damn.
So some clubs have like different teams too, like men's teams. They have like a first team which might be pro, and then they have a second team which is maybe in the 3rd league, and then a third team.
How
which
high up
is
were you?
lower.
How high up in your club were you? Did your club have a pro team?
I was like, the last team I played on before coming here, they were it's like I would say statewide. If I compare it to the US, it's like
Like the best players from the state?
yeah.
Okay. But how close? I mean, like you said, there's a professional team, then there's a team under that. Like how close? How many levels below the professional team?
It was like 1 level below the pros.
Okay.
So it was almost semi-pro.
And you can do that while being a full-time student in school?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
that's how it works?
You can. It's a lot of work.
'Cause that's like how it is in America, in Canada, is like after high school, like if you don't play college basketball, you're kind of done with competitive sports in general. But you can play in men's league, but like it's men's league. It's not competitive. There's not like
Yeah.
age levels. There's no like U21.
You're talking about basketball
Yeah,
specifically?
well,
or just
but,
all
like, in sports in general, but, like-
hockey, you can kind of do some weird shit.
I know actually baseball, a lot of my friends play in this league in like the spring and summer. It's because baseball season is like spring, so then right after that, no, baseball season's fall in Canada, and so after the fall season, the spring it's like U22 or U23, like AAA. So they my friends don't play in college. They just decided to prioritize academics. They probably could have played definitely somewhere like D3 small school in the US or maybe somewhere in Canada, but they just play like with all these guys. Like they have teammates. I think one dude went to like Vanderbilt or something, which is like the best. Like it's like really high level. But I don't know of any other sports that are like that. But it's interesting that it's like that in Germany. So so you're a 21, 22-year-old engineering student in Munich. How do you find out about Madai?
So, well, let's go back. When I started college, I realized I didn't want to study in Munich. That's when I realized I wanted to get out of it. So that's when I started looking into going to the US to play basketball too. And well, at first I was like, oh, this is not really possible because the level is too high. I don't think I have the level to play over there. And then my sister went like to it's like an organization that helps you find colleges. An agency.
Yeah.
It's not really agents, but
like,
yeah.
Like, just somebody who has connections.
Exactly,
and like
somebody who has connections.
has business off their connections.
Exactly, and knows what they're doing basically. And they evaluated her profile when she came out of high school. And they said, yeah, you have high chances to get picked up because you get good grades. If you get good grades, you're going to get scholarships. And so I was like, okay, maybe I can do it too because I had good grades coming out of high school. So I basically did it with my high school degree, which was, I don't know, I think probably
1994. Your graduating class of 1994.
No, it was 2017.
That's insane.
2017.
Where were you in 2017? Like what? How old were you?
5 years ago, I was 14.
That's crazy. 14. So I was
fresh
freshman.
off
I was
my
a
first
freshman.
year of basketball ever.
So this guy was his first year of university. I was a freshman in high school.
He could be your father.
No.
Close, probably. That's crazy. I went to a prep school for my last 2 years of high school, and they have something like that. I don't think. I mean, actually, I did have a teammate from Germany. We had teammates from like Italy, and a bunch from like Spain. So I know that in like the European countries, there's a lot of agencies that have connections over here.
And so I basically did it, and the guys told me, yeah, I have chances to go JUCO or D3, but no chances D2 and D1. So I was like, should I do it? Should I not do it? And I decided to do it. And so I was supposed to go before COVID.
Okay.
So last year,
2
years ago, and then COVID happened, and then everything shut down, and then I didn't go because I wouldn't have gotten a season. And the initial plan was maybe to stay for a year and then come back.
Mm-hmm.
Just like get the experience.
Yeah, exactly. And then, then 1 year later, I had to change the university because they were switching to JUCO, and I was too old to play JUCO. And
There's an age range in JUCO?
Yeah.
Damn, too old to be in JUCO. You know who else is too old to be in JUCO? My father. No, that's crazy.
And then Kolchak, they sent it out basically 1 year ago, a little bit over 1 year ago. And Kolchak contacted me, and then at one point we Skyped or Zoom, whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how we came in contact, basically.
How high is the level of basketball that you were playing in Germany? Like compared to like D3, D2, D1, maybe varsity of high school. Like talk about how like is the guys you were playing now better than the guys you were playing in Germany?
It's different. It's different playing style.
Yeah, talk about that a little bit actually. Talk about a little bit about the difference in playing styles.
The playing style in Europe or in Germany is way slower. Like it's not that fast. It's physical, but not with the same pace. So everything is slower. It's basically old man basketball.
A lot of plays?
Yeah. No, not really. I never had that many plays.
Really?
Never.
So last year you were.
Last year we had like 60 plays.
It was difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today we learned 6 new plays today.
Yeah, it was looking a little rough.
The first I think I got 8 because if you flip them both.
That's the same play.
It should be the same.
But it's different. But you know as well as I know that the flip play is a different play. Like it's the same play, but like visually, it's different.
If you think at it as a different play, it will be more difficult for you to learn it.
It's mental. Okay. But no, like today the trigger actions out of motion, those like after we did the first 15 minutes, like I feel like I was watching it and then you can't really understand it unless you like throw yourself into the fire and you actually like do it.
Yeah. That's how you learn to play it.
And you get yelled at or you get fucked up or
Exactly.
like you go to the wrong spot and then kind of just learn from your mistakes.
When you showed up here, how solid was your English before you came here?
I was okay. I could talk to people. I understood people.
So did like the plays and all that stuff immediately being thrown at you?
I
did
didn't
that fuck with you
I
at
didn't
all?
even think of that.
Yeah, did that fuck with you at all?
Oh yeah. So sometimes I was like, what is he saying?
Yeah.
Like you didn't even know like for example like on point like I know that means like pick a roll, but like you may have not known those like terminology and stuff like that.
No.
Damn,
No.
that's crazy. Talk about an adjustment.
There was a lot like.
I mean his brain's pretty developed because he's a grown ass man. So like,
Yeah.
Actually, technically, his brain's not fully developed. 24. That's
bro,
when
he's
it
like
finishes
what
development.
24 in February.
So it's not done growing yet.
That's crazy. So explain yourself as a player. You're a 6'5", 6'6" forward, MJ dunk package equipped. Talk a little bit about yourself as a player.
As a player.
What your strengths are, your weaknesses are.
I would definitely say my strength are attacking the basket. I can shoot a little bit.
I would say you could shoot. You're like a stretch 4.
Yeah. One of my weaknesses would be awareness on the court. I don't have awareness on the court where people are and stuff like that.
I feel that.
Yeah, I feel that heavy, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a very underrated
Thing.
I wouldn't even say it's a skill. It's kind of just like an intangible.
It's kind of an instinct, just to know
Yeah.
like I shouldn't move
And
right
but
now.
you could definitely develop it.
100%.
I think you develop it by playing a lot
Yeah.
and also watching.
Who do you think has like really good awareness on our team?
Travis
Travis has very good awareness.
He
Trav
has
knows
a
where he is.
very
Like he'll
good
know.
IQ.
Like he'll sit there. He won't move because he knows if he moves, it's gonna fuck everything up more than if he just stood there.
Yeah, I have a bad habit of cutting. When
For
when
no
not-
reason. Like
Yeah.
I'll do that shit all the time. I'll move and I'm like, I just feel like I have to move. Travel is calmly sitting in the corner because he knows he's not supposed to move. He's gonna watch the shit go down.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. No, he definitely has good awareness.
And,
That is definitely an underrated skill. What do you
Yeah.
think? There's any other like skills like that are just like not talked about, but like really contribute to being a good college basketball player? Because you've been here, you're a little more seasoned than us. Like, what are those like putting the ball in the basket skills that really help?
patience.
Definitely.
Patience.
That-
Being patient and not wanting to rush
Yeah.
things.
There's definitely a good balance of like you need to be patient and let things develop, but you have to have urgency, otherwise you're gonna miss opportunities. There's a lot of like balance
Exactly.
involved in it, which is difficult.
Yeah.
So, did you talk to any other schools, or Coach Hack was one of the only people that
No,
recruited you?
I had 3 offers, I think.
From which
Yeah.
schools? D3s? or-
D3, only D3. Yeah, I think D3.
Do you know what schools they were? Like were they in the Northeast or? Do
One was in Massachusetts, Springfield,
you know school? 'Cause there's some
Yeah,
good D3s out there.
Elms College, something like that.
AMS?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. And
I'm not gonna lie. He said Springfield. I was about to make a Simpsons joke, but I couldn't think of their high school. I cannot remember the name of that high school.
There's a lot of good D3s in New England.
Really?
Yeah.
oh yeah, so some
The NESCACs are like one of
some
the best.
some school in New England, New England College, something like that.
I don't
but
know. New
apparently-
England's a group of
Apparently,
states.
it was a really good college, and they just came off a championship.
Like a national
No.
or like a conference.
Conference championship. But yeah,
I would say like
I didn't feel it.
the national championship is either won by like a New England school or like a Wisconsin school. Like a lot, like all those like UW, Whitewater, UW, all those schools are like the NESCAC schools are like at the top, definitely.
No.
Wouldn't know.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, as we play and as we move further in the postseason, you'll definitely become more familiar. I feel like in high school, like when I started off, like I didn't know any of the teams, and like right now, like I know. And we play. Who do we play? Pitt Bradford on Saturday. Like I don't know any of them or like what they run, but like you've been here for a year, you played them, so you know. And I feel like as you get like older and as you experience it more, like you'll be able to help the younger guys. Like I was definitely the guy who like on my high school team was like, oh, like what is them, and like I would talk to coach about like what we should run, stuff like that. But then now it's like whole new level. I don't know any team. You could tell me we're playing them, and I don't know what that
Yeah.
means. But yeah.
Yeah, I was there, but I didn't really play. So.
Yeah, so what was your season like? Your first season, huge adjustment.
Yeah, so well, the main thing that surprised me was I came here and everybody knew how to play basketball. There wasn't one kid who couldn't play. Like over there, if you're in a team, there's at least like some kids who like.
You had some bumps on your Germany team?
Yeah, always. There were always people who couldn't play, and here you come, everybody can play, and that's just a different level. And yeah, at first, like I wasn't doing bad in practice. I was just not confident, and I couldn't fit the pace of the game yet in the beginning. And I got some opportunities in the beginning of the season, some minutes. I didn't do good, really good. So
definitely a huge adjustment too.
Yeah. So I started working out with coach individually.
Coach Hack or
Coach Hack.
During the season or after the season?
During the season. During the season.
Okay.
Coach Cedric, Coach Hack, and yeah, then it kind of went by, and then we had a COVID problem where people dropped like flies basically, and I had an opportunity to start 3 games. First one gets cancelled, second one gets cancelled, and on the third day, I get COVID, so I'm out.
I hate that.
So I was out 10 days, yeah, and then I came back. The rotation was set for the rest of the season.
Yeah. But then, I mean, you came in, and I mean, I remember watching because I didn't play in open gyms because of my knee, because I was hurt. But like, you were definitely dominating in the open gyms. Every single open gym, you were doing your thing, and then you started almost all, or definitely a handful of games this year. Like you've really taken a jump.
Yeah.
So talk a little, like, what did you do to take that jump? What skills did you improve on?
I worked my ass off after the season.
Hell yeah.
After the season, I think I didn't really take a break. We had to take a break from basketball because we just had to take a break from basketball for 2
after
weeks.
a long season you need to like.
But I think the next day or 2 days after we came back from the tournament, I was in gym lifting with Dante, and we were just getting after it for the next season. And once we got back in the gym, we did a lot of shooting on the old gun. But we also played a lot one-on-ones.
You and Dante?
Yeah, and Quan and Rory was there, and yeah, and the old guys, Rodney, Kendall, they would drop in sometimes, but we were in the gym every day. And we had some open gyms too. Yeah. After the season, not really much, but. And then I went back home. Over the summer, I couldn't work that much, but I still did what I could.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just kept improving my shooting, that's for sure.
That's the main thing for you, you think?
My shooting. Last year I couldn't shoot.
Couldn't shoot at all?
I thought I could shoot, but...
So you were a non-shooter? You had the red light?
I had the red light.
Shout out Joe Beal.
Damn, shout out Joe. Red light kid.
Yeah. And once I got the red light, that's when I started working out with coaches. I was like, okay, I gotta get better. I gotta get.
Did Coach lay out like a game plan that he wanted certain stuff he wanted you to work on?
Yeah, definitely. He was
what was that game plan? Do you remember?
He told me, if you were able to shoot, you would be a great hip. He told me I need to gain some weight. That didn't go that way. I got stronger, but I didn't gain weight.
You haven't gained any weight. How much you weigh?
Like 190, 195.
I want you to realize me and him are the same weight.
That's crazy.
6'6", and you're what, 5'10"? No, I'm playing. I'm 6
I'm
foot.
6 foot on the dot. Dot.
You just have those fucking stocky ass Cardi B legs, bro. I saw a video of TikTok with this fucking person who had like insane quads.
Dude, I want them so bad. I want insanely defined quads.
Mm. Yeah, well, I do not have very large quads. Coach often calls me chicken legs. But yeah, I could jump though on a good day when my knee's not swollen. So how is this year different from last year? Like obviously your role was different last year, but like how is your role? Like you said you're a different player now. So talk about a little bit about your role on the team this year.
Well, I think my role on the team this year is, now that I get minutes, I have to really find my game and what I can contribute to the team for winning games. And I don't think I'm there yet because, well, I don't think I haven't played a good game yet.
You definitely had good moments.
I had good moments, but not a good game.
I feel that.
Yeah, as a role, I would say I need to be one of the leaders on the court and off the court and in practice, which is very difficult because being a leader, you have to watch out for everybody and improve everybody. But also, now that I have minutes and I didn't have minutes last year, I have also to watch for my game. So I have to balance out both, find my game, but also help the team get better as a whole.
Yeah, I feel that.
And I think that should be my role. And I'm trying my best to do that.
What's in a day in the life like for Oscar Wolter? It's your last name? How do you pronounce it?
Wolter.
Not
I don't know how to pronounce it in English.
Wolter. Talk a little. What's a day in life?
A day in the life.
And then talk a little bit about like your day in life when you were in the off season last year, just grinding every day.
I was
to
gonna say,
get
I was
into
gonna
the position.
ask you to compare like
Yeah.
off the court Germany and here, and like some massive.
Get
differences.
into that first.
Okay, well, what do you think the biggest differences are between Germany and like America? And just,
America?
just like your daily things,
just
things we wouldn't notice.
Like what I do?
Yeah, basically, or just like the difference in your.
Do they
life.
drive on the other side of the street?
No,
No, okay.
Where is that?
that's England.
But yeah, the differences in living in America versus living in Germany.
So the first thing would be living in Germany. I have to take the bus or the train or the car to go anywhere. Here everything is a campus, so
Yeah.
or if I want to go somewhere, I have to take the car. In Germany, I could take the train or the bus because you can go everywhere with that.
I have heard that in Europe.
I was gonna say, yeah, no, I've
The
heard that a
public
lot.
transportation is way
Yes.
more advanced.
And don't you guys can bike everywhere too? 'cause
Yes,
there's
too.
Shit everywhere.
Yeah.
I haven't hopped on a bike since like quarantine. Good times.
I would say like it's also more common just like to go out and hang out with like friends.
Here?
No, over there.
Like go out to like a bar. Like,
Yeah, stuff like that. Like even that's pretty European. Just go out in a bar and
go to the
have
pub,
one
have
drink
a
and
beer
and
at the,
just
have
have
a beer
talk.
at the pub.
Here, I feel like
That also just might be the environment that we're in because a lot of my friends who are at a school called like Wilfrid Laurier in Canada, they like
Go Hawks. Is that their thing?
Golden Hawks.
Golden Hawks. Golden
Yeah.
Hawks. Sorry.
They like that's very big in their culture. They're all legal drinking age. Obviously, we don't promote underage drinking, but like every Tuesday night they go for beers and watch the game.
Fucking right, dollar
Tuesdays and
beers.
Thursdays.
Dollar beers.
Dollar beers. $1 for a beer. I could get wicked. But sometimes I've
Or
heard
you
some
should go
crazy
Friday,
stories.
$1 shots.
That's crazy.
Dollar
Yeah.
Jager bombs.
But yeah, so I feel like that just might be the area that we're in right now.
Because that's a pretty
Yeah.
Canadian thing too. Like to go out to a bar every
Have a
Tuesday or
beer.
Thursday, have a beer with the boys and chill. I don't know, maybe it's
Just watch
where we
football
are.
on Thursdays. Yeah.
Hockey because Canada, but yeah.
Football. Thursday night football.
yeah, I don't know. In Germany, it's like every time you hang out somewhere, like you have a beer or like 2 beers, and that's it.
6, 8.
Just like chill drinking, or like it's basic. Beer in Germany is not considered like as drinking.
It's like a seltzer.
it's
like a
it's
pop.
water.
Yeah, that's crazy. Is there any good like? Is there like German beers? Like,
Well, they're way better than American
yeah.
beers. They're so
Yeah,
much
yeah.
better. So much better.
yeah.
There's
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of
dude. German beers are so
I
much better.
hate beer so much. It tastes like
It tastes like steel because it's fucking
It
filtered
tastes
100
like-
times.
wheat.
You got to get actually good beer. They'll put you
Yeah.
on.
Put me on. What's legal drinking age in Germany? Like 4?
16 16 for
16?
beer.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, pretty sure.
16 for beer, wine, and like the low percentage.
Yeah.
Oh, they have a system like that?
And then the hard liquor is 18.
One of my teammates
That's dope.
from Serbia said he smoked his first cigarette at 7 years old in Serbia.
That
It's just a-
would surprise me, but someone from my hometown started smoking weed when he was 11, so I'm not that surprised.
crazy. I mean, it's a completely different culture over there.
Yeah.
So back on track for the more of the basketball sense. Talk a little bit about the day in your life now, or like, yeah, just a day in life now. Wake up, what happens?
Yeah, day in the life now with classes would be.
Yeah, with classes, what practice?
Yeah, so I would wake up like around 8:30, go get breakfast, go to class. Then I have tutoring every day, like from 1.
Like you tutor other kids?
1 to 3.
Subject.
Yeah, math. I'm tutoring math. It's the first semester I do it, so.
So
Okay.
you're just a wicked math whiz.
My dad's pretty good at math too.
I really don't like math. I used to be good at it, but I just
No,
don't,
it was a
don't
joke
care.
because, like, you know, usually fathers help their kid in math.
Oh, sorry.
He's 95. Okay, continue.
Then after that, we got practice. So I'm trying to eat something before practice, and then just get ready. Obviously, I need a little bit more time to get ready because I'm old.
Yeah.
So
Do you have any, like,
I need to warm up my body.
what do you do? Because you're always in Evan's office like an hour, half an hour before.
I have to take care of my Achilles because they
Your what?
are my Achilles, both of them.
Achilles?
Achilles?
Yes, that's what.
Okay.
Achilles.
Okay.
Because they just not in good shape.
All that jumping.
Yeah.
And then post practice.
Post practice, usually I'm eating something at Sally with the guys with
Yeah.
the then going back, showering, and then it depends if I get homework. I have to do homework. As I'm just chilling, depending what day it is.
How often do you get extra work in, or like when do you try to fit
Extra
that in?
work in the morning,
Morning?
like between my classes and tutoring. That's
Yeah.
when I try to get my work in.
Yeah, I feel like that's also a big adjustment period because you go from preseason where there's no basketball, there's a lot of time to get extra work in,
Yeah.
and now we have practice, which depending on if we have lift and if we have film, could stretch to 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
And then after that, you're not gonna wanna. So it's definitely like a different balance.
It is different, and it's hard to balance it out with classes and
For
stuff
sure.
like that. I took a little bit of time to do it my first year. Now that we don't have classes and we're on campus, you have all the time in the world. So
Yeah, like I've been waking
No,
up, going to the gym.
now it's going to be easy.
Yeah, I remember we got. And then, do you have any game day rituals? 'Cause I know like one of the days before our last game, I went to the gym and me and you got shots up. But did you shoot on game days always, or do you have any?
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying to get shots up the morning of a game day,
Solid.
just to get my shot ready, like to feel comfortable, not going to warm up in a game and having the ball in the hand for the first time in the day.
I feel that.
So yeah, I'm trying to get shots up, free throws, have a feel for the ball. That's
Yeah.
just it.
I feel that. I feel like there's also like to play devil's advocate though. Like, I usually shoot on game days, but like sometimes I feel like if I shoot on game day, like I think about it more. Like if the first time I touch the ball is in like layup lines, I feel like I think about it less, like and
Yeah.
overthink. Because I feel like shooting is also mental, especially at this level.
Yeah,
Where like
it is.
I feel like.
It definitely is.
Because I know when me and you got shots up before the game, I was shot terribly. You shot
You
a
did.
little bit better, still not great.
Yeah, not great.
But like, yeah, I feel like, and if you don't shoot well, like you lose confidence. I feel like I've easier job. Like, it's just like if I'm shooting warm ups and I miss 3 or 4, I can shake that off easier than if I'm shooting around the horn
yeah.
and I shoot like shit. Then I go into the game with less confidence.
Yeah, that's the mental thing. When I'm shooting and I'm off, I'm just trying to stick to my form and saying, okay, it's one of those days. Those days happen.
Yeah,
But once if you don't stick to your form and try to shoot as you normally do, that's when stuff goes wrong.
yeah, you definitely got to have to build a foundation to stick to though. Like I know for me personally, when I'm missing shots, I make sure like I'm holding, like I'm fully extending snapping my
Yeah.
elbow. I make sure big thing for me is I feel like I turn my body sometimes when I'm rushed. So I have to like stick my landing properly. Just like those things that like help ground you. I think you got to get back, because then eventually, like when you're hot, you know, you let that bitch fly and you just like drop your arms or whatever, like you're not as focused. But then,
I don't think that much. When I'm missing, bro, I just shoot through it. And if I'm gonna shoot like shit, I'm gonna shoot like shit. Usually when I'm missing, it's because I'm gassed or I'm just fatigued as fuck from all the stuff we've been doing.
Yeah. So, do you have any hobbies outside of basketball? Like, what do you do in your free time that's not basketball related?
Well, when I was in Germany, I would game a little bit.
I just, after what is it, like we're in month 4 now, month 5.
Month 4.
I just found my Ethernet box in my room,
What box?
like the Ethernet.
Oh, yeah.
So what?
You have an Ethernet box?
Like so I brought an Ethernet cord,
And
but
you couldn't find the hole.
pause. Actually, not pause.
Pause. You made that pause.
Like, I didn't look hard enough. I always said I was gonna try and find it, but I just like was like, you know what, I'll do
It's
it.
under the desk. It's right there.
Well, I mean, everybody's desk in a different place.
Yeah.
So, but no, I just started hopping on the game, started playing 2K with my friends a lot. I feel like,
Is Ethernet busting?
hell yeah, that shit is so much better than this shitty school Wi-Fi.
Dude, that shit kicks me off fucking 18 times a day. It's starting to piss me off.
Yeah. But you also were saying like how good the school Wi-Fi is, 'cause you got no Wi-Fi at your house.
My shit was like half a megabyte a second. This is like 100 megabytes. I'm in heaven right now, bro.
Yeah, but I feel like I like gaming. I feel like it gives you something to like look forward to. Like you just like you have your shitty practice, like helps like lift your mood.
Yeah.
Play with your friends from home. Like how do you keep in contact with your mates from Germany?
That's Australia.
It's
Same thing.
I don't talk to them that often, to be honest. I talk to them like, hey, I'm trying to do it like every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, because everybody's busy.
Yeah, with their
know.
jobs and their kids and
Exactly.
stuff. Any of your friends have kids?
No, not yet.
Are any of them married?
No.
Damn. Do you miss
but
them?
I definitely do. I don't know. It's like with them. It's like the close friends I know, and I really keep contact with. It's like even though we don't see each other or don't talk like for a month or something, when we talk, it's like
For sure.
it's like.
Are you going home for winter break?
Yeah, I do.
You going home?
Yeah, like for 10
You're
days.
excited?
10
Do you have any plans?
Not yet. I'll probably
Probably so exciting.
see some friends.
See your parents?
When's the
my
last time you went
parents, my
home?
Family.
Before the summer?
Yeah, I came here August, like 20th.
You stayed with Shy before you came to school, no? Or you just came
No,
right here?
I was in New York with my family. We did like
Okay,
a little
they came
family
here.
vacation. Yeah,
Do you have any siblings?
I do.
Oh, you
I
said you have a sister.
Yeah, I have a sister. I have a brother and a little brother.
Damn. How old's your little brother?
18.
Oh, so
He's
that's
not
our
that
age. that's our age.
What did your parents think about you shipping yourself not only across the border, but across the globe to a completely different country to pursue basketball?
Well, they encouraged me to do it in the beginning.
Shout out mom and pops.
Because they want me to have that experience to go abroad and to study abroad and to live in a different country. Of course, they are a little bit. They miss me. I miss them, and they want me back.
How often do you talk to your parents as a 24-year-old man? I'm actually curious about that.
Every week.
Probably more than me. Yeah, more than
Every
me.
week. We usually have like a family call on the Sunday, like with
That's-
my older brother,
awesome.
who's also
How old's your oldest brother?
he's 25.
Okay.
And
Guess how
he's
Chris
in
communicates with
Pittsburgh.
his parents? Guess.
How?
Yeah.
He texts.
No.
No,
He emails his parents.
bro. Okay, my parents don't have phones, so
His parent. He lives on a farm, and his parents don't have phones.
my parents have never gotten into the whole technology thing. Like, I had to show them how to use a laptop, and they started sending emails. I don't know how long. We didn't have Wi-Fi in the house until I was like 7 or 8 years old. Like, they don't have.
How crazy is that? He emails his parents.
So you can't even call your parents?
Nope.
That's
I
crazy.
mean, I could, but I still have a Canadian phone plan, so it would wreck my minutes. Like, they have a home phone, but I couldn't like see
No,
their
He would call the landline.
Yes, I would call all.
He actually lives in like when you were born, like 1984. Definitely not. There's definitely not even phones
No,
back then.
No.
When was the first phone?
I don't know. 2000 something.
The first
Yeah.
one? No. It was
First landline
before.
or first BlackBerry shits? Because I thought that was in 2000 something.
I don't know.
I don't know. We're getting
This is very, very,
way
very off topic. This is very off topic. So, how are the coaches in Germany? Like, how is the coaching styles different? Like,
Oh, definitely different. They don't coach you that much.
no,
I never had a coach who coached me as much as Coach Hag does.
they don't care as much. They're not as like
No,
bothered
they don't
and
care.
passionate.
They don't care as much because it's unless it's maybe pro
Yeah,
and they get really paid for it. They don't really care.
yeah. No, I feel that. I feel like, I mean, I've been lucky to have a lot of coaches that are bought in, but I also have never had a coach that's as passionate and as
Yeah.
bought in.
Coach Hag is definitely passionate, and he just wants the best for you
No, for sure, for
and
everybody.
for the team. Yeah.
You have anything? Because I had a question, but I slipped my mind right now. Before we get into like the last little bit of the stuff.
Post basketball, after basketball, what's the plan?
Oh, that's what it was. Something along those lines.
Oh, what do you want to do after basketball?
After basketball, plan would be to go into engineering.
Here or Germany?
That was actually the question.
That's
what do you want to do? Do you want to stay here? Do you want to go back to Germany?
That depends.
Could you see yourself staying in America?
Yes.
Wait, you have a school visa right now,
Yeah.
so you'd have to switch to a full work visa,
Yeah.
or you could marry shy.
Or I can marry.
Big green card. Big time.
So it's engineering. That's the full. Did your dad want you to be an engineer, or did you pursue that? on your own?
I wanted to be one.
What type?
I studied mechanical engineering.
Okay.
So I can go anyway. I can go into aerospace. I can go into
That's sick.
whatever it is.
And what do you study here?
Data science.
Do you you're just playing basketball? Like, do you plan you to see anything with that? Or?
Oh yeah, definitely. Data science can be used in engineering. It combines very well because data science goes also like in artificial
intelligence.
Yes,
AI.
thank you. So combining both is amazing. Like if I go into robotics and stuff like that,
That's just
Very
crazy high IQ. I could never. That is just not something, not a path I could ever pursue. That hard.
I just don't
mechanical
really
shit.
fuck with technology.
I was
like
saying
that,
hard
if I'm being
mechanical
honest
shit,
with you.
numbers, all that.
You
stuff.
like you're better with technology than I am. I could barely turn on the TV.
Ish.
I could barely turn on my TV.
Being able to turn on the TV does not mean you can be an engineer, though. That's kind of just a different.
Definitely a step in the right direction. Wait, so you like math?
Yeah.
Like in school, I mean, definitely not English. I was gonna say math or English, but definitely not English.
No.
But like in your English courses, like how do you?
I do good.
That's like imagine you go to Germany, you have to write like German.
To be
literally
honest,
So
fucked.
to be
weird.
honest, school is very easy here.
Yeah, school.
I've been told that by so many people, and it's definitely coming to like I can notice it. Like
but I don't think it's not here specifically. It's North America. I mean America,
Yeah.
like the U.S.
I haven't had
The
a Canadian
schools-
college experience. So I
The
can't
schools,
really-
like all my friends are drowned in work at home. I even know I went to a Canadian school and I had a lot more work than I did at my American school.
Compared to
Yeah.
the university I went to, is
Yeah, European schools have a ton of work.
it's a walk in the park.
Don't you guys get free education?
Yeah, we do.
So you don't have to pay at all for the. university?
We have to pay like a fee, like $150 per semester.
Okay.
So it's
Are the
free.
facilities nice?
Yeah.
Really? Like, you have a big college campus?
Mm-hmm.
So
You
like-
don't really live on campus though.
Oh, you lived at home?
Yeah, I lived at home.
So how do they pay for stuff? Like, is it government
They got,
funded?
Yeah, government, or like they got sponsored by like big companies. And that's
Damn.
where they get the money from.
That's a pretty good system.
So the university basically does projects for companies too. So that's how they get the money in.
Do you think
But-
they're missing like that athletics aspect of those
Definitely.
colleges?
Definitely, colleges and high school should do that.
Oh, I didn't know about that. There's no high school. Damn.
So it's just 100% education.
So have you ever played in front of like a big crowd, or is like being here the first time you ever played?
I never played in front of a big crowd. The biggest crowd I played in front was Marietta.
Yeah,
in
so
the
I'm saying like
tournament.
that was like.
Yeah. I had a dunk contest in front of the big crowd over there.
When did you throw on your first dunk?
16.
Damn. Were you tall? Have you always been tall?
At the time I was probably like 6'1", 6'2".
Damn. Look at my height. Damn. Well, I think. Do you want to play? Do you have a goal after basketball? Do you want to go back and maybe play professional?
Yeah, that's my goal.
Do you go back and play professional?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That would definitely an
You're in your second year of eligibility, right?
Yep.
So, graduate here and then, or do you have like what are your plans with basketball?
The
for the
plans
short
would
term?
be to play somewhere
Play somewhere?
pro, to play a couple of years, depending how
Awesome.
many years my body gives me.
I feel that. I'm starting to feel that more and more. Just swollen in
Ish.
random places every day I wake up now. So to wrap it up here, what's the number one? Two-part question. What's the number one thing that you would tell like your younger self about life, about basketball? Is the first part. So answer that, and then we'll get into the second part.
What would I say my younger self?
Or your younger brother, I guess, who's not that little.
Young.
Don't be afraid to fuck up,
Feel that.
because that's how you learn, and that's how you progress. If you lose a game, why did I lose? What can I do better? If I get injured all the time, what can I do better to not get injured? Injury prevention,
So
that's a big thing. So don't be afraid to throw yourself out there and to fail.
that's good. Actually, that's insightful. I mean, like that's something that we actually had a conversation about. Like the first little bit of is like. It's easy to hide on, especially in practice now. It's like it's easy to hide on the sidelines. Like realistically, like I don't actually have to do anything but like you're not gonna learn and get better unless you throw yourself into the fire and you fuck up, or you do something good and then you like no.
Realistically, all you're doing is kicking the can farther down the road because you don't get on, then you don't know the plays, and then when you really do have to get on, you look like a fucking idiot instead of just going back in time and taking the first little mistake, and now it's a huge mistake because you're in front of everybody. So you're just kicking it farther down the road.
And then the second one, which might also be a similar answer, but what's one thing that you would tell yourself last year who was on the bench, who was maybe struggling with like, kind of like they traveled away from home, now they're on the bench here, unhappy with their role, know they could be playing better, not as confident. Like, what would you tell yourself?
What would I tell
Yeah.
that person?
Yeah.
I would say, keep working, your time will come.
Feel that.
Short and to the point, like
Short and
Batman.
sweet. You had something you wanted to say, or we could just wrap it up?
I think we can wrap it. I'm kind of lost in the questions right now.
Awesome.
No pregame, bro.
Awesome. So that's episode 8.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really honest. I really don't
Episode
know.
8. Oh, thank you guys for listening. We just shipped across the border, and we'll be back
Sponsored by Oktoberfest.
next week with another episode. Boom. You have to delete that. What the fuck?